CBS and Survivor, they wanted to put an end to the constant debate over who the best players were to ever get in the game. They put together a poll and the world voted, I have your top 10 greatest Survivor players of all time. My name is Michael McCrudden and welcome to Reality TV Rundown. At the time of this recording, Survivor has broadcast 29 seasons in 15 years. I just need to say that because some of you are going to watch this a few years later and you're going to be like, you forgot so-and-so. They haven't even played yet, from where I'm standing. In the number 10 spot is Sherri Fields, who has played for 3 seasons. Described by Jeff Probst as the woman who got up off the couch and played Survivor. She's regarded as one of the most likable and strategic contestants to play the game. She made it onto the jury twice. On her 3rd try in Heroes vs. Villains, she was voted out 4th. Now, I don't mind her being on this list, but I don't think it's necessary. I really think they should have thrown in another winner. How about Tyson? How about Kim? She made it to this list. Maybe she got a bunch of friends who voted. In the number 9 spot, we have Yul Quan from Cook Islands. In a crazy season which continued to shake up all the rules, Yul took home the title and the $1 million. He was credited for his strategic prowess and his ability in the social aspects of the game, beating Ozzy for the win. I'm cool with him in the number 9 spot. I find it interesting that he never returned to play again. Once you win, should you go back? Maybe not. Number 8 spot, we have Tony Vlachos, who made season 28 Cagayan some of the most amazing television to watch. In Brains vs. Brawn vs. Beauty, Tony was relentless, running on no food and no sleep. Kept us all on the edge of our seat. He was so entertaining. He had spy shacks. He was making farm animal noises. He was a brilliant mastermind. In the end, he took the unlikable Cass and the simple-minded Wu to the end and took home a win. I would have liked to see Tony higher on this list. Tony! He's my man. In the number 7 spot, we have John Cochran, or Cochran, as he likes to be called. He first appeared on the 23rd season of Survivor South Pacific and came in 8th place. He returned for the 26th season and found himself in 1st place. Now that time he had to put up with both Brandon Hance and Philip Shepard, and just for having the 2 of them in your life at one time, he deserves $1 million. In the number 6 spot, we have the one and only 2-time winner ever, Sandra DiazTwine. Her strategy is anyone but me. And she burnt Russell Hance's hat, and that guy was like, I don't even know how to play without my hat. Doesn't sound like that, but he was really upset. This girl should be higher on the list, but she's already a multi-millionaire, so I'm sure she doesn't care. In the number 5 spot, we have Ozzy Lust. Now, this guy never won and had 3 shots at the title. He was credited for his athleticism and Survivor skills, but that still didn't save him from getting blindsided by Parvati while he had an idol in his pocket. On South Pacific, he was also voted out 3 times. This guy got worse as he continued to come back on the show. I don't really know if he belongs on this list. In the number 4 spot, we have Parvati Shallow, another 3-season vet who took home a win in her last attempt. In fact, she made it far every time she played the game. Parvati is my favorite player of them all, and I think she belongs in the number 1 spot. Rob Cestorino, he got the number 3 spot, but I feel that has something to do with online voters being fans of his work outside of the game. He's an active blogger and vlogger. He does a lot of Survivor content on YouTube, and because he's the most likely person to watch this video, I'm not going to say anything bad about him. Shouldn't be on this list. In the number 2 spot, we have Russell Hance, and the fact that he never did win is why he can't be number 1. But man, was he good. Now, his 3rd appearance on the show was a bit of a letdown. But to make it to the jury back-to-back in 2 seasons with no rest, that's a huge accomplishment. Also, this guy brought in huge ratings for the Survivor franchise. He was a great character and an even better player. In Russell's 3rd attempt, he was sent home, but another returning player took home the $1 million. It was Boston Rob who also nabbed the number 1 spot on this poll. It was on his 4th appearance that Rob would take home the win. On his 2nd appearance, he found his wife and proposed to her at the finale before she won the money. He didn't fare so well in those other seasons, but he commanded his 4th time on the show and schooled everyone on his tribe. But on his 4th attempt, you'd hope he'd win. I kinda got the feeling that Survivor handed this one to him. Regardless, the man has mass appeal, and he made it to the number 1 spot on your poll. What do you guys think about this list? Do you think someone's missing? Richard Hatch, he kind of invented a lot of the terms they still use today, like alliance, and he, came out there and played the game the way he wanted to, and a lot of people would think of doing that, so I really think he needs some credit and should get a spot on this list, maybe the 10th spot. My name is Michael McCrudden. Thanks for watching Reality TV Rundown. Now, I pump out all sorts of great content on this channel, so be sure to subscribe. Also, I want to read all your thoughts in the comments down below.